Hi Flappers, welcome back to another video brought to you by Erotic Walrus. So, Zhongli. You love him or you hate him. There have been channels putting out videos showing how underwhelming he is and other channels saying, wow, this dude is amazing and using him has helped me clear harder content in the game. Regardless of which side is right, what you should do is like and subscribe since we are currently on track to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And if you enjoy my content, subscribing will notify you of my daily uploads. So, which is it? Is Zhongli good or is he bad? Let's talk about that. There's no denying that Zhongli performs poorly when looking at his numbers. The basic attack, the elemental skill, both of these are heavily undertuned and forces him into playing around the burst skill. Another issue people are arguing for is that regardless of his numbers, the Geo element just offers bad synergies, and Zhongli being Geo just further solidifies him as, quote unquote, the worst 5-star character. And of course, we cannot forget the jack of all trades and master of none point of view as well. The general consensus is that the game does not need a character like Zhongli, and even if it did, his numbers are way too underwhelming for him to make a difference. Over the past few days, I have been reading and responding to comments for my Zhongli video, and I have to say, as someone who has invested, played and tested this character, I can understand where a part of the hate is coming from. His basic attack and elemental skill does feel extremely underwhelming when you are just looking at the numbers and trying to make him do more damage through these avenues. However, we have to offer a change in perspective here. What numbers are you looking at exactly? Are you looking to turn him into a physical damage DPS? Well then of course he is going to be hot doo-doo since the developers were never going for that. And if your response to that is, well then, he's just trash tier, my response to that would be then, by all means, just skip the banner. So here is my take on this. I know this is going to sting for some people watching, but it has to be said. Zhongli is not your main DPS. Yes, just give it some time to sink in. To be able to enjoy Zhongli, we have to be able to move past seeing him as your main DPS. He is not the best in that role, but he certainly is the best in others. Currently, there isn't a character in the game who can crowd control giant mobs or shielded abyss mages. Having Zhongli on your team will change your playstyle and open new possibilities to challenge certain content in the game. Your DPS carries will get to enjoy complete, uninterrupted and unadulterated windows of pure output bliss. The endgame becomes less punishing and players who previously struggled with certain content can progress further. The point to Zhongli is not about how much damage you can output with him, it's about how much more damage he can allow the rest of your team to put out. In a previous video, I mentioned how CHILDE and Zhongli are meant to be played as a pair, and they cover for each other's weaknesses. And the more I play Zhongli, the more that has become a reality. Using Zhongli to protect carries like CHILDE has given my team a huge DPS boost since due to Zhongli's Jade Shield and Crystallized Reaction, CHILDE no longer have to worry about dodging and iframing. All I need to worry about is to output the most damage I can. The shield has also allowed me to field slightly under-leveled characters for better team elemental reactions and not to get one-shot when swapping between characters. We keep getting fixated on a character's ability to solo carry and smash content. We are completely forgetting that half the time to get a successful clear is to have a good setup. And for those who are comparing him to Venti, I get that Venti's burst skill offers a longer crowd control, but Zhongli can petrify elite mobs and shielded abyss mages. Also, Venti's burst serves to amplify damage, whereas Zhongli's is to create openings and to make space. The two bursts may seem to serve a similar function at first, but cannot be further apart in reality. When using Venti's burst, you feel like you have to hurry up and capitalize on the swirl reaction, whereas Zhongli's burst gives me breathing space and time to reset. There is also no character in the game that offers better shielding mechanics than Zhongli, and that is by design. He does excel in this area, it's just people don't care about shielding. It goes back to the idea that it's not meta. And let me ask, what exactly is meta? Vaporize and melt comps? Is the meta just big numbers? Is that what Genshin Impact is all about? Seeing big flashy numbers on screen, and if you can't get the highest numbers, you are by definition not meta? Just look at other games and you will quickly see how stupid of an argument this is. The meta is always what will allow for the highest output with lowest input. People who are complaining about Zhongli being not meta are mostly people who are going to try and force him to do something he isn't meant to do. Try running him as your team support and give him the means to do it. He will definitely open up new possibilities to play the game. Or is it impossible for you to do that because you actually don't have the character and have been trashing him because you tried him for 5 minutes in testing and watched Jinjing's video, then just jumped on a bandwagon to fit in? But the numbers, the numbers. I don't give a fuck about the numbers. Why even play the game if you're going to follow numbers and stats like a religion? Bennett was considered B tier at first until we realized how to use him. Not to disrespect Jinjings. I think what he is doing is amazing for the free-to-play community, but listen, you can play the game without needing other people telling you how to play it. And I'm sure Jinjings agrees to this when I say everything we content creators put out is to serve as a reference, to help you get a better understanding for things without having to spend the resources yourselves to find out. Genshin Impact is a game where 4-star characters can completely smash the endgame. What more is there to say? Enjoy the game however you want and use numbers and guides as a reference. Oh look, Zhongli's physical damage is super bad and his elemental skill has terrible damage output as well. But oh wait, he has the best shielding in the game. And great CC burst with huge scaling. I wonder how I'm gonna build him then. Yeah, physical main DPS it is. And flappers, that's it for this video. I hope this will clear Zhongli's name and allow people to give him a chance. Eventually, everyone is going to head towards having multiple level 90 characters with maxed out weapons and talents, so you don't need to worry if things seem out of reach now. Keep grinding and you'll get there. For those who are watching until the end, thank you all very much. You are the true champions right here. Whether you agree or disagree, you can leave a comment below and we can talk about it. Remember to like and subscribe to help the channel out. If this video has resonated with you, do consider sharing it to spread some love for our boy Zhongli. He's really not as bad as elitists are making him out to be, and that's it from me, flappers. I will continue to test Zhongli and put out content for him. So until next time, stay safe and peace.